Intro sequence. Exciting music and high-energy gameplay clips. Camera cuts to a well-lit room with the host, you, seated in front of the screen, smiling and eager to engage the audience. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, your one-stop shop for all things Blox Fruits. Today, we've got something insane lined up. We're going to push the limits of our inventiveness and patience with a humorous twist. Imagine this. Every time we level up, our constructions get worse. That's correct. As we develop, instead of gaining stronger, we get weaker, more imbalanced, and certainly a lot more upset. Can we make it to the finale without losing our minds? Stick around to find out. Cut to gameplay footage. Before we dive into this insane challenge, let's quickly go over Blox Fruits for those of you who are new to the game. Blox Fruits is an excellent game within Roblox where you may choose to become a powerful pirate or a heroic marine, learning several fruits that provide you exceptional capabilities, from elemental skills to legendary transformations. Each fruit has its own unique powers, and the key to mastering the game is assembling the correct stats and movements around your selected fruit. Cut to host on camera again. Now, generally when you level up in Blox Fruits, you grow stronger, right? Well, that's not what's occurring now. Instead of improving our builds to fit our expanding levels, we're going to randomly nerf our stats. Yup, each time we become stronger, we'll have to make our construct worse by allocating points in the most ludicrous way conceivable. This is going to be insane, so let's get right into it. Part 1. Setting up the challenge. Cut to gameplay. Host, voiceover. Alright, here's the plan. We're beginning out with a good construction. I've got my character armed with the flame fruit, which offers us a wonderful combination of ranged attacks and mobility. I'll start by splitting my points evenly between fruit abilities, melee, and defense, so we have a well-rounded character to begin with. Screen shows host distributing stat points. But here's where it gets fascinating. After every significant level up or after killing a boss, I'll have to weaken my build by randomly redistributing points to either a meaningless stat, or I'll have to subtract points from something important, like defense. My objective is to stay alive as long as possible, even while my build grows progressively worse. Can we manage it? Let's see. Part 2. The challenge begins early game. Gameplay shows host effortlessly battling early game foes with powerful techniques. ***. Okay, so far so good. We're ripping through these early game adversaries with ease. The flame fruits, fire bullets, and flame beam are inflicting enormous damage, and with my decent defense, I'm not taking much damage either. Screen shows host overcoming the first boss. Alright, first boss down. You know what that means. It's time to nerf this build. Let's spin the wheel and discover what stat we're surrendering. Cut to a wheel of fate on screen with several stats labeled defense, melee, Blox Fruit, sword, gun. Laughing nervously. Oh no, it's defense. I'm removing 50 points out of my defense stat, which means I'm basically going to be a glass cannon from now on. Let's do it and keep going. Part 3. Mid-game. The struggle gets real. Gameplay shows host starting to struggle with harder foes. Alright, things are starting to get real. I'm sensing the absence of defense already. Every blow from these guys is chunking my HP down fast. And guess what? We just achieved another level up, so it's time to make this build even worse. What could possibly go wrong? Cut to the wheel of fate again. Host, frustrated, melee power, seriously. I'm going to have to withdraw points from my melee now, which is my major source of stamina recovery. This is going to be awful. Gameplay shows host straining much harder in combat, nearly escaping death. Host, voiceover, tense. I'm barely hanging on here, guys. My flame abilities are still inflicting damage, but with nearly little protection and low melee power, I'm running out of stamina incredibly rapidly. One incorrect move, and I'm done for. Cut to a close call when host nearly dies in fight. Laughing nervously, phew. That was far too near. We've got to keep going, but things aren't looking good. Endgame, absolute chaos. Gameplay shows host in late game content. defeating stronger enemies with a highly nerfed build. We're deep in the endgame now, and honestly, this construct is a mess. I've had to put points into weird attributes like gun, which I'm not even using, just to make things difficult for myself. I'm depending totally on my fruit talents at this point, but with my defense utterly decimated, every fight feels like I'm treading on thin ice. Cut to boss combat, where the host struggles to inflict damage and survive. Host, panic. Okay, this is it, we're going up against one of the toughest bosses in the game with the worst possible build. I've got nearly little stamina regeneration, minimal health, and my attack power is distributed too thin among random attributes. Can we grab this triumph, or is this the end of the line? Tense music as the host participates in the last battle, barely able to survive each attack. Excited, intense, come on, just a little more. Yes, we did it. I don't know how we survived that, but somehow we managed to fight the last boss with this mess of a build. I'm honestly amazed. Cut back to host on camera. That was crazy. I have to say, this assignment was far harder than I thought. Playing Blox Fruits with a continuously nerfed build truly helps you understand how essential your stat distribution is in this game. But hey, we got through and accomplished the challenge. Cut to end gameplay video with an awesome victory shot. Thanks so much for sticking around until the end. If you appreciated this video and found it entertaining, or if you just like seeing me struggle through insane challenges, make sure to slam that like button. And if you want to see more wacky Blox Fruits material, press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Also, let me know in the comments what other challenges I should do next. Trust me, I'm always down for a good challenge. Screen fades to darkness with text. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.